Hi everybody and welcome. In fact, is it my turn to do this or yours?
Yeah, I think it's your turn.
It's my turn. Perfect. Welcome everybody to this week's Matrix Live, Season 2, Episode 5. Coming to you live
from FOSDEM!
Yay! And it's not just us. It's really exciting. Yeah. Welcome to the Matrix corridor outside the Realtime Lounge, where we have all sorts of people. We've got Max, we've got Pierre Tryout, we've got Michael, tech guy. Michael, sorry.
And
yeah, we had loads of people here, and then they all ran away when we said we were going to do it, or just before, for instance. Who knows? So I don't know. What should we talk about?
What do you want to talk about, guys? Do you want to tell us about FOSDEM and how you liked it? And
you have really awkward Vox Pass. What's the best thing about FOSDEM for you, Max?
So FOSDEM is really good. I had to drive a bunch of foreign people here, so I'm literally a driver. But it's good, and we get to meet everybody and the Matrix people, so very good.
Wonderful. Can you try it?
I don't know. Excited?
Getting to meet all the amazing people. Oh yeah.
I came here specifically for tomorrow, so I'm excited.
Oh, brilliant. I guess the point here is that basically we've ended up with about 8 people sitting in a row alongst this wall, going and sitting on Matrix, talking to one another on Matrix, not talking to each other in real life at all, as far as I can tell, which is kind of how these things always work out. Should we talk a bit about what's actually been happening on the project?
Yep. How was this week?
Most of the team has been
ill. Yeah, they were ill.
So very little happened on Riot Web. I got distracted with Dave doing FOSDEM preparation for a VR talk, not because we wanted to spend any time doing VR at all at the moment, but because FOSDEM went and accepted one of our talks on VR, and so basically had to show something. So we've gone and taken the old VR demo and added 3D video calling to it, and there'll be lots of demos of that coming up in tomorrow.
Because Matthew wanted to play with 3D VR calling, so he proposed a talk about 3D VR.
I didn't think they were going to accept it.
But it's going to be very fun, really fun, so that's good.
Yeah, actually it's, I think it's the first in the world to do iPhone 10 video calling, unless somebody launches it tomorrow, and that'll be really annoying, but let's see. So yeah, basically nothing on Riot Web. Riot Android, we have a hiatus for a week or two whilst we find somebody crazy enough to work full-time on Riot Android again. Yay! On Riot iOS.
Still, well, there got a bit of knowledge transfer from Riot Android and Flare and push notifs.
There's something else. What did Manu do on iOS a couple of days ago? No, something else. He said this Piwik. No more Google Analytics. Turns out we had Google Analytics still hanging around on iOS, but no more. We now use Piwik, which is a lot harder than it should be, because you have to enable bitcode or isolated frameworks, or basically you have to change the entire build environment. But that's done now. Riot Web, nothing. Synapse.
That's only rich.
It's basically ops work on Synapse, throwing up disk space on matrix.org, which has taken ages because we've got terabytes of random content that people have uploaded. We should probably think about expiring some of the old content because it's taking up too much room. We're having to offload it to Amazon Glacier and that sort of stupid thing, which is a pain in the ass.
I think a lot of effort went into actually hiring people.
Yeah,
kind of things.
a lot of this week has basically been spent getting people on board, or trying to get people on board, and we've had an awful lot of job applications after for New Vector after we asked them the other week, and we basically need to work out everybody who has applied and what roles we actually have available in the end. So if you've mailed us to jobs out and we haven't replied yet, then apologies for not getting back yet, and it'll come as soon as we possibly can. Although we did welcome Neil on board, who is helping us, especially on the scaling the team side of things, which is good news. And Dendrite, absolutely nothing. Although Max, were you just saying that you've got stuff working on MXHSD?
Yeah, so I managed to join Matrix Dev somewhat. It was very slow to send stuff, but it worked. And then Michael tried to get me to join HQ. That failed, literally. The event went out, so my server is now receiving a whole bunch of emails, but that was it.
This is very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a better position than Dendrite's Federation right now.
It's-
So we're living in a world of multiple home servers, everybody. Rocket packs, flying cars, home servers, whatever next.
We'll try to make everything work. I'll submit more PRs for whatever I found out.
Yes, I'm sure there may be a couple of missing holes, just a few.
Just a few.
On the Federation side of
I'll
things.
do that, and then we can see how we can make everything work.
Cool. Michael, anything on Matrix Search or Riot Web? Have you been finding any hacking time this week?
Well, I think we finally wrote down what we're actually doing with replies.
Oh yeah, that's true. So working on
like a
rich
basic-
replies.
Yeah, and a basic plan for that and how it'll merge with threading.
This is actually really big. It's adding in reply to metadata to events at last. And that could be good for threading, it could be good for edits, it could be, in fact, it's a relates to, isn't it? It's
It
generic.
just relates to is just any relationship.
So this is super exciting. Relational matrix, everybody. It's like being at IBM in 1978.
Efficient for now until Synapse and API stuff lands, but
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, I think it's basically the idea is that we put the groundwork in so that the server can go and optimize the relational queries in the future, and even if your server and your client doesn't understand the new relates to stuff, you'll still be able to stitch it together client side. So this is awesome. Thank you for pushing it forward and opening Pandora's box of event formats. Yay! What else?
I think that's about it, yeah. Lots of logistics and actually getting meeting rooms and desks and stuff.
Yeah, new office stuff. I have to show you the new office, which is basically complete. Complete with lots of glass with big caution warnings on for them to stop people walking through them next week. And otherwise, yeah, tune in to the FOSDEM talks. I think they might be being live streamed this year.
Yeah, I've seen some live streaming stuff.
So we're on stage at 11:30 and 12:30 Belgian time tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if you want to see talk about communities or 3D video calling talk, then please tune in and it'll be amazing. Also, thank you for everybody who's continuing to support us on Patreon and LeftLeftPanel and all the other platforms. It was incredibly reassuring in some ways that folks are still going and supporting the project there. And on the Matrix.org Foundation side of things, we are still working through all of the paperwork to go and set up the foundation to receive the donations properly, and it will even be in a more tax-efficient manner for everybody who gets excited about tax.
Indeed. Okay, I think that's about it.
Yeah, okay. Thank you from FOSDEM. Enjoy FOSDEM if you're at FOSDEM. If not, you should be. Bye.
We should be. I come say hi. Hi, everyone.
Oh yes, we should say
Bye.
bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.